Hey guys, welcome to another exciting edition of Blunderful Basics with me. How y'all doing today? We've been exploring add-ons, and that's all great and wonderful, but I needed to get back on a project that's been underway for well over a year. Technically, it's in its entirety in history, the project has been over 5 years in process. So I've been working on UV mapping it, and I thought this would be a good time to show you more tricks with UV mapping since I'm working on it anyways, okay? So what I have over here is my mesh object, and over here, move her down, so yeah. I've created this texture so you can see what I'm trying to do. What I have to do is make the UV map work with my object. And one of the fun things we can do is put texture. And now we can see our texture on our object. And we can see where we have to do a lot of fixing. Like, let me do this. See how this strap here. So, to do that, we just move these verts around until they look like that. There's a couple ways we can do it to make it look all kind of normal. And there's options over here I've never played with. So let's see what happens when we play with those. So I'm going to hit C to select these right here. And what I want to do is come over here and let's see what happens if we mirror X. And I see that's icky. Maybe if I'd gone the other way it would have worked. Let's find out, because Control Z is our friend. So let's come over here. And we'll tell this to mirror that and see what happens. Okay, mirror X. Nope, that's still icky. So apparently we're going to have to do it the boring way. And let's look at this again. Let's get right in on it so we can see which one is actually working best. Yeah, this side is working better. So we want to bring all this over apparently. So let's see what happens. So I've selected a vert. I'm on the vertex choice mode. Okay. And I'm going to press G to move it. Is that G? Yeah, that's G. See? So we're just going to move this over. Let's bring it over here. Bring it over here. And that detached it. That's interesting. That's not fixing anything yet. Ah, look at that. See? You can see over there it's moving. Now I'm pointing with my left hand, which you can't see. So look to the left side of the screen, and you can see how that's moving around. And there goes my voice. Because it's very early in the morning that I'm doing this. Well, early for me. So we're going to put this here. G. There. See? I have no idea how I'm going to get this straightened out. I'm just going to screw around with it until it does straighten out, I guess. G. We'll pull stuff out until we have something that looks normal. Or maybe we'll just go over here and work from there. A lot of work that needs to be done here. You see it's very messy, and we don't like messy. Lots of cleanup that has to happen. because there's parts of this that's folded up into parts of other verts, and it's just messy. But by moving the verts around little by little and finding where they're supposed to be in relationship to the other verts, see, you can start cleaning it up. Now, this appears to need to go up there, which means this one needs to go up here, which means this one. No, not that one. This one. So it's a bit of a rat's nest trying to figure out which one goes where. We're just going to leave that one there for now. One of the clues we can get is there's like the slight white shadow. I don't know if you can see it, but that's telling us that that vert is in the wrong place. And see, it's gone. So we're going to move this here for now till we find its actual real home, which we will eventually discover. But it's very painstaking and time-consuming going vert by vert like this. But because we're trying to make this a flat image and this isn't flat, there might be some issues with doing that because you can see these boobies are pretty bodacious, and that's going to be part of the problem. Press the wrong button. See, it doesn't go there, but it goes about there. But this is one way you can make sure your UV maps are going to be perfectly on point for your mapped images. Some of these verts just make absolutely no sense. So we'll work on the ones that do. Hey, damn it. Left click, G. Left click to select it, G. Here we go. Now, if I don't get these to play nice like they're supposed to, eventually this whole thing's going to have to be scrapped and restarted with a different model, because having something that's not properly mapped and textured is kind of useless, isn't it? I mean, just really useless. This seems to need to go here. And it could be, and I think it is, that I have some of these picked out wrong. Let's see, this one. G. Bring it out here. Bring it out here. this one. No. And sometimes you got to zoom right in there to find the right one. Not you. G. No, not you. Looks like it should have been that one. But it's not reacting like it should be. So this one, ha. There, see? Which means this section here is part of the side boob, and all that needs to shift. So, and I'm fairly certain somewhere there's an easier way to do this. I don't know it yet, but on the other hand, you can get that whole Zen thing from moving them around a vert at a time and placing them. And you get the satisfaction over on this side of seeing that you're either doing it really right or you're really screwing it up. Now, to get this way, first thing you have to do is you just do a full unwrap so that all your verts are showing up on your mapping. Then you come over here to the bottom and you open up the texture you're going to use so that it's in the whole area that you're going to want to be doing. Now this is one whole piece, so I was able to have it cover for everything. And then you can start working on it. You don't have to work on the whole thing at once though, but you need them all selected to get the texture in so it lights up for the whole areas. Otherwise you're going to have to reload it every time. Otherwise, because for instance, let's see, I could conceivably, let me hit C, work on just this area. See, so just highlighting those, and now I can see where I need to pull stuff in. Okay, because we don't want this here. All right, but that is being grabbed by those verts. Let me show you. See, these should be way off to the side, grabbing just the strap part. And that's how you learn. All right. I don't know. Any questions? Ask me in class. If you know a better way, feel free to share it, please. Because this is really time consuming. And, you get to do a lot of the whole zen of vert moving. And I know there's an easier way. I really do. And might have something to do with all these choices here. But I played with them this morning. You saw me play with them a little bit with you guys. It didn't look good. It didn't. Like, here, I show you. See. Like I did this, highlighted a bunch, and I said, okay, straighten. It straightened, but it didn't do anything I needed. Control Z. And then I said, align X. Eek. Control Z. So there you go. Have fun. See you in class. Big hugs. Noxie out.